Hello my dear student friends. So let us start with the h parameter in terms of z parameter. Okay. So in previous lecture we have already discussed about z parameters into another parameters and y parameters into another different parameters. Now let us discuss h parameter in terms of z parameter. Okay. So h parameters in terms of z. So let us write the h parameter first. Okay, so v1 I2 is the left hand side equations. Okay, so left hand side terms of the equations, and h parameter multiplied with I1 plus, sorry, h12, not 21, h12 v2, h21 I1 plus h22 v2. Okay, so these are my h parameters, and let us now represent z parameters. Okay, now to find out first two parameter, we used to set v2 is equals to 0. So wherever there is a v2 in equations of z parameter, you just put it as 0 and then go for finding out the first, that is nothing but v1 divided by i1. Okay, so let us check it out how to find it out. Okay, great. So to find h11 and h21, put v2 is equals to 0 wherever in the z parameter equation. Okay, so the z parameter equation will reduce as, or will get modified as, after putting v2 is equals to 0 like this. Now I hope you understood what you need to do. Okay, you need to find out first h11 is nothing but v1 divided by i1. Okay, so let us convert these two equations in the form of matrix and then let us find out i1. Okay, great. So let us do that. Okay, now let us find out i1, because we want the ratio of v1 and i1. That's why we are going to just find out only i1. We are not going to find out i2, because the other equations, okay, we'll see a later words why we are not going to find it out. Okay, first let us find out i1. So first column we are going to replace with this column matrix. Okay, so v1 and 0, z12 z22 divided by delta z. Okay, so delta z is nothing but this determinant. Okay, fine, you know that very well. Great. So how it is going to get simplified? Only this multiplication is possible, this is not possible because it is 0. Okay, so v1 into z22 divided by delta z. Okay, this is equals to i1, right? Let us take the i1 by v1. Let us take that v1 to the left hand side. Therefore z22 divided by delta z, but my h parameter is nothing but v1 divided by i1. Okay, so h11 is nothing but v1 divided by i1, so make its inverse. Okay, taking inverse, therefore delta z divided by z22 is my first h parameter. Okay, now next thing. Okay, just find out what is h21. H21 is nothing but the ratio of i2 divided by i1. Okay, So if I'm going to modify this particular equation, then definitely can I get it the ratio of I1 and I2? Yes, I can get it. Okay, so let us do the modification into it. Okay, so simply let me take this to the okay. So let us transfer that I2 side to I2 term to the left hand side. So minus Z22 I2 is equals to Z21 I1. Okay, and now let us take this as a ratio. So this is going to become Z21 minus of Z21 divided by Z22, and this is my H21. Okay, so what we did, we just simplified this equation. We just transferred that I2 term to the one of the side of the equation. Okay, and then we have taken the ratio of I2 to the I1. Okay, and that gives me second parameter in terms of Z. Is that fine? Okay, so up till now we have found out two parameters. Okay, now in order to find out these two parameters, that is H12 and H22, what we need to do, we need to put I1 is equals to 0. So wherever there is I1, we just put it as 0. That's it. It is as simple as that. Okay, so let us do this. So to find H12 and H22, put I1 is equals to 0 in Z parameter equations. Therefore V1 is equals to Z12 I2 and V2 is equals to Z22 I2, because we have set I1 is equals to 0. Okay, now concentrate on this H parameter. What is H12? H12 will be, after putting this as 0, it is going to become 0, right? So therefore H12 is nothing but ratio of V1 to V2, right? So let us find it out of first. Okay, and then we'll switch to this second part, H22. Okay, fine. So let us take the ratio of these two so that we will get H12. Okay, so after getting that, after taking the ratio of these two, I2 will get cancelled out, and therefore V1 divided by V2, and that is H12, is equals to Z12 divided by Z22. Is this okay? Fine. So this is the third parameter that you have derived. Okay. Now the second thing is nothing but H22 is nothing but I2 divided by V2. It is also called as HOE in terms of your H parameters of a transistor. Okay, for common emitter configuration. Okay, it is output admittance. It is also called as output admittance. Why admittance? Because it is the ratio of current to the voltage. Okay, so that's why it is admittance. Yes. Okay, so H22, now let us find it out from this particular equation, because V2 is equals to Z22 I2. If I am going to take V2 divided by I2, that is I2 term I have taken to the left hand side, then it is going to become Z22. Okay, now let us inverse it so that we get this. Okay, so therefore I2 divided by V2 is equals to 1 divided by Z22, is it? And this is nothing but my H22. That's it, and we have derived the H parameters in terms of Z parameters. This is so simple. Okay, fine. Now let us go for converting H parameters in terms of Y parameter. Okay, fine. So let us write the first equations of h and y parameters. So these are the h parameter equations. I1 and I2 is equals to y11 v1 plus y12 v2, y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Okay, follow the same process. Okay, so in order to find out first parameter, put v2 is equals to 0 wherever there it is into the y parameter equation. So these two equations or these two terms will become 0, right? Okay, so write it to find h11 and h21. Put v2 is equals to 0 in y parameter equations. Okay, so after putting that, the resultant equations are okay, so these are the two equations. Fine. Okay, so from this equation, can I get the first parameter? That is nothing but v1 divided by i1. h11 is nothing but v1 divided by i1. So let us find it out. Okay, so i1 divided by v1 is equals to y11. Let's make a inverse of this. Okay, so therefore v1 divided by i1 is equals to v1 divided by i1 is equals to 1 upon y11. Okay, and that is my h11. Okay, it is so simple. And second parameter is nothing but it's the ratio of i2 to i1, right? If I'm going to take this to the left hand side, it is going to become i2 to i1. Okay, so let us take the ratio and let us make an inverse then. Okay, or you can directly take a ratio of i2 and let us take the ratio of b equation into the numerator and this is into the denominator. Okay, so i2 is equals to y21 v1 divided by i1 is equals to y11 v1. Okay, so v1 will get cancelled out, and finally my equation, and that is nothing but h21 is equals to i2 divided by i1. Okay, and that is coming as y21 divided by y11. This is the second equation or second parameter actually. Okay, in terms of y. Fine. Now what to do? Now in order to find these two parameter, what we need to do? We need to put i1 is equals to 0. So wherever there is i1, you just put it as 0. So let us do this. So modified equations, 0 is equals to y11 v1 plus y12 v2, i2 is equals to y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Okay, just remember that what is h12? H12 is the ratio of v1 to v2. So from this first equation, can I get the ratio of v1 to v2? Yes, I will definitely get it. So let us find out first that and then we'll switch to finding out h21 h22. Okay, so let me transfer that v1 to the left hand side. So minus y11 v1 is equals to y12 v2. Therefore v1 divided by v1 divided by v2 is equals to y12 minus, so this minus sign will also come over here, y12 divided by y11, and that's it. This is my third parameter. Is that fine? Great then. And finally, what is our H22, H22 is with I2 divided by V2. Okay, so can I get it I2 divided by V2? So for that purpose, we need to convert these equations in the form of matrix, and then we need to go for finding out V2 because I need I2 and V2 in that particular equation. Okay, fine. So let us convert it into matrix form. Zero I2 is equals to y11, y21, y12, y22, and then V2 and V1 and V2, right? Then let us find out V2. Okay, because we want the ratio as we would I2 to V2. Okay, so for that purpose, so replace the second column because V2 is the second term, right? Therefore, we are going to replace this column. If we want to find out V1, then we could have replaced this column. Okay, right. So right now we are finding out of V2, so that's why, sorry. So y11 will be there as it is, and this column will get replaced by constant terms divided by delta y. Okay, so let us simplify this. So this multiplication is not possible, right? So therefore y11 I2 divided by delta y is equals to V2. Okay, so V2 divided by 2, first we'll find out and then we'll take the inverse of it. So let's take an inverse or reciprocal. Therefore I2 by V2 is equals to delta y divided by y11, and that is nothing but my H22. That's it. So we have converted H parameters in terms of Y parameter. Okay, fine. So we just convert H parameters in terms of ABCD parameter, as like I have given the homework as or assignment in case of your Z in terms of ABCD and Y in terms of ABCD. Okay, now let us find out ABCD parameters in terms of other parameters. Okay, fine. So ABCD parameters in terms of first Y parameter. So let us represent first ABCD parameter. Okay, well, we'll do first Y parameter and then we'll go for Z parameter. Okay, fine. So V1 and I1 are the left hand side terms. AV2 minus BI2 and I1 is equals to CV2 minus DI2. So ABCD parameters are also called as a transmission line parameters. You might be aware about it. Okay, so I1 and I2 is equals to y11 v1 plus y12 v2 y21 v1 plus y22 v2. Okay, fine. To find first two parameters, put I2 is equals to 0. So wherever there is I2, just put it as 0. Okay, so let us write it. To find A and C, put I2 is equals to 0 in Y parameter equation. Okay, so let us represent that after putting I2 is equals to 0. Okay, now what we need to take? We need to take the ratio. A is nothing but ratio of v1 to v2. Okay, so from this equation itself you can get it. Okay, so let us find it out. So from this equation, let us transfer this v1 to the left hand side. Okay, so minus y21 v1 is equals to y22 v2. Is it fine? And then let us find out v1 to v2, and that is coming as minus y22 divided by y21. This is my first parameter, that is a. That's it. Hope you understood it properly. Okay, so right now we have got a. Now let us find out c. C is nothing but ratio of I1 to V2. Okay, so for that purpose we need to convert this in the matrix form, and then we need to find out V2, because we need a relation of I1 and V2. Okay, so for that purpose we need to convert these equations in the form of matrices, and then we can convert it by using Cramer's rule so that we can get the ratio. Okay, so let us convert in the matrix form. So as we are finding out V2, we need to replace this column, no? Okay, so y11 and y21 will remain as it is, it will not change, and we'll replace the second column by constant column, and this is nothing but my delta y. Okay, so once I am going to find out the determinant of it, it is going to become delta y. Okay, so simplify this multiplication will result to 0, right? So minus of I1 into y21 divided by delta y. Okay, so this is V2. Let us take V2 divided by I1 first, and then we'll check out what is the ratio. I think it is I1 to V2, right? So I need to take an inverse of it. Okay, fine. Minus of y21 divided by delta y. Take a reciprocal. Therefore, finally my equation for C is I1 to V2 is equals to minus of delta y divided by y21. That is as simple as that we found out. Okay, great. Now next thing, in order to find out the other two parameter, that is b and d, we need to take we need to put v2 is equals to 0. Is that fine? So wherever there is a v2, you just put it 0. Okay, so let us do this, and remember now what is b? B is nothing but ratio of minus. Now minus is important, right? Minus v1 divided by i2, and d is the ratio of minus i1 to i2. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, so right now let us put v2 is equals to 0 in this particular equations. So I1 is equals to y11 v1, v2 is 0. Okay, and I2 is equals to y21 v1. Okay, fine. Now what is d? So can I simply find out d from this particular equation? D is nothing but my ratio of minus I1 to I2. Okay, so let us take the ratio. So taking the ratio on both sides, so D is equals to I1 by I2, but I need to have minus sign. Okay, so ultimately we need to multiply by minus on both sides. Okay, therefore y11 divided by y21. So multiplying by minus on both sides, I will get d term. Okay, so d is represented in terms of y parameter as d is equals to minus y11 divided by y21, because remember that why we have taken minus, because the minus is present into the d is nothing but my minus of i1 to i2, so I must have minus sign over here. Okay, if I am not getting minus sign, I have to multiply by minus 1. That is the only solution. Okay, so we did it. Okay, fine. And then finally, what is the last? That is b. How to find out what is b? B is a minus v1 to i2 ratio. Okay, so minus v to i2. Okay, so from this equation, let us say, from this equation, can I get it? Okay, so i2 is equals to y21 v1. Okay, and what is my equation? I must get v1 to i2, no? Yes, v1 divided by i2, and it is must be also again minus. Okay, so let us write it. First we'll find out i2 to v1. Okay, and it must have minus sign, so multiply by minus 1. Okay, and now take a reciprocal. Wait a minute, take reciprocal. Okay, so minus v1 divided by i2 is equals to minus 1 by y21 is my d, sorry, b. That's it. Is it fine? Great. Now next, let us convert, or let us have the relation between ABCD and Z parameter. Z parameter. Okay, so again let us represent ABCD parameters. Great. So to find out first parameter, again we need to put i2 0. So wherever there is i2, put it as 0. Put i2 is equals to 0 in Z equations. Okay, to find A and C. Okay, so v1 is equals to z11 i1, and simply v2 is nothing but z21 i1. Let's take the ratio. Okay, so A is nothing but ratio of v1 to v2. Okay, so let us take this ratio. Great. Okay, so this is going to become A. Okay, so z11 divided by z21 is A. A is coming as v1 to v2, and that is coming as z11 divided by z21. That's it. I hope it is very simple. Okay, so once you understood how we need to proceed to find out the relation, or if you understand how to find out the ABCD parameters, then same process you have to apply on the other parameters equations. That's it. Okay, and only we need to find out the relations. Okay, you need to find out only these relations. Okay, so you must understand what I need to find it out. Okay, we must know our goal. Okay, so once we know the goal, we can proceed in the particular order, so that we can find out that ratio and will derive that particular equations in terms of other parameter. Okay, fine. Now C, how to find out C? Now C can we find out from any of the equations? Okay, so C has a relation between I1 and V2. So from this particular equation, okay, so I can find it out. V2 is equals to Z21 I1, right? And what is C? C is the ratio of I1 to V2. Okay, so if I am going to transfer this to the left hand side and if I am going to transfer this to the right hand side, so definitely I can get it. Or else you can take this I1 term and then you can go for the reciprocating. Okay, that is one and same. The thing is that you must get this as a ratio. You can follow, or if you are not following the same steps whatever I am showing you over here, okay, if you can directly derive it, no problem at all. Okay, so you can skip some of the steps as well, no problem at all. Okay, only the thing is that you must get this one. Okay, so A and C we have found out right now. Now let us go for B and D. Okay, so wherever there is V2 is there, you just put it as a 0 so that we can find out the other two parameters. Okay, so put V2 is equals to 0 in Z equations. So V1 is equals to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2 and 0 is equals to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Okay, and first okay, D, can we find out D? Okay, from this second equation we can directly find out D. Okay, so D is nothing but again a ratio of I1 to I2, but again minus sign is important, right? So let us take I1 to the left hand side. So Z21 I1 is equals to Z22 I2, and now transfer I1 to the left hand side and the multiplier of I1 to the right hand side. Okay, so minus, let us keep minus sign as it is at the this side. Okay, because we need a minus sign into the equation. Okay, so this is my D parameter in terms of Z, and the last one is nothing but what, we must have B is nothing but ratio of V1 to I2, isn't it? So minus V1 to I2, so we need to convert this in the matrix form and then we need to find out I2. Okay, so let us do that. First convert it into matrix form and then go for the Cramer's rule. Let us find out I2 because our main intention to get I2 to V1, that is the ratio. Okay, so this column will be replaced with the this second column of your delta Z matrix. Okay, so Z11, Z21, this one will be V1 and this is going to become 0 divided by delta Z. Is that fine? So find it out. Okay, so this is going to become 0. Okay, and minus of V1 into Z21 divided by delta Z. Okay, D is a ratio of V1 to, sorry, B is a ratio of V1 to I2. Okay, so let us first take V1 to the left hand side. Okay, and minus sign also let us take it out. Okay, so minus of I2 divided by V1 is equals to Z21 divided by delta Z, and now make a reciprocal effect. Therefore, minus V1 divided by I2 is B equation, and that is coming as delta Z divided by Z21. Okay, and you just do as a homework. Fine. So ABCD in terms of H, do it as a homework. As assignment actually. Okay, fine. Thanks for watching, and we'll conclude this session for right now, and we'll continue in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.